Hello, today I am going to be showing how Google Earth can be used as a technological resource to enhance learning. So the first thing I want to bring your attention to is the fact that Google Earth is a globe. Okay, we can all see that. So why is this important? Well, when a student sees a display of our planet, they usually are looking at a map. Now maps are flat, the world is not. And there is an inherent problem when you try to project a sphere onto a flat plane. A lot of these shapes, typically shapes that on many projections are close to the poles, will get exaggerated and distorted. One example is on the Mercator projection, Greenland looks hilariously huge. Now you can see on a globe, it's not that big. It's big, but it's not as big as on the Mercator projection. So with a globe, students can accurately see where things are and their shapes and their sizes. So one idea that I had for a lesson incorporating this technological resource is a scavenger hunt. So you would divide the class up into teams, and they could use a phone, a tablet, or laptops that schools sometimes provide, and you would give them a list of things to search the globe and find. This would incorporate a lot of teamwork, as well as a lot of prior knowledge. For example, let's say you ask the students to find Washington, D.C. So what do they know about Washington, D.C.? They know it's the capital of the United States, so where's the United States? Right there. Okay, so then they gotta think, okay, this is an old city. It's been around for a while. And the United States started out on the East Coast with 13 colonies. So they're gonna start looking at the East Coast. And then they're gonna think, okay, where could this city be? Well, what do we know about Washington, D.C.? We know it was a compromise between the North and the South. So it's probably somewhere in the middle. So you're looking in the middle, along the East Coast, and there it is, Washington, D.C. And then the team that would find it fastest would get a point, and whoever gets the most points might win some type of extrinsic reward like candy or extra credit or something. So that is how this could be used as a technological resource. Now one thing I would like to know is that there is a search feature on here, so you can easily search Washington, D.C., and then they could find it, which is cheating, so the teacher would probably have to walk around and check to make sure that the students aren't cheating. And if they find it unusually fast, especially if it's something a little less commonly known as Washington, D.C., then they might be cheating. So other things that they might want to find are historical cities, like Rome. Where's Rome? Well, they know, oh, okay, Rome is the capital of Italy. So they look around Italy. And you can zoom in, more features show up, and oh, look, there's Rome. Found it. Let's get a point. You could also use it to not just find cities, but countries and landforms, because Google Earth is a satellite projection, and from space you see all these physical formations like mountains and rivers. So you could ask them to find the Mississippi River. Okay, well, prior knowledge, you know that Mississippi is right here, so it's probably somewhere around there. And so you look in, and oh, might know from the Civil War lesson that Vicksburg was important for capturing the Mississippi River, and so was New Orleans, so maybe there's something connecting them there. So you can look, oh, this looks weird, what is that? Well, that's the Mississippi River. Yep, Mississippi River. Give us another point. You could also use this for, oh, maybe like the Nile River or the Indus River, some of those early river civilizations that you talk about, or mountains. One important thing that mountains have done in history is been natural borders. So one thing we always talk about when we talk about Egypt is that Egypt has natural borders, being the desert that no one wants to go through. So on this type of map, you can clearly see where it is green, where people in Egypt have settled because everywhere else sucks. And then there is a bunch of desert. And you can see where this would help the civilization to grow because they have the river. And you can see where it's all green because it was an agricultural society, so they had to farm somehow. And then you can see the natural borders. You can also see political boundaries. So you can see the borders, like here in the Middle East. And you can maybe find some fun border anomalies, like my personal favorite, the towns of Barle-Nassau and Barle-Herzog in the Netherlands and Belgium. This is a kind of funny thing. You can find weird border anomalies like this all over the map, which makes it a lot of fun to scroll through and say, hey, that line seems a little weird. Why is that there? So that is a rundown of all the different things you can use to make a lesson more engaging with Google Earth. Also, it's just fun to spin the globe around. Whee! Oh look, Antarctica. That's fun. So, that's basically it. Can I think of anything else? Well, maybe you can see the different biomes based on the colors. You can clearly see, here's a desert, here's a rainforest because it's very dark green. And you can see, oh look, there's snow on here because it's the mountains. That's another thing. So, that's basically it. That's how to use Google Earth as a technological resource for a more engaging lesson.